Hi, my name is Andrew Thorpe. I'm the founder of Speakeasy Groups. Now, Speakeasy functions as a mechanism for helping business people to craft and deliver their message in a compelling way. And if you think about it, you have to deliver your message an awful lot in business. It might be conversationally. At a networking event, when people say, well, what do you do? You know, the so-called elevator pitch, 30 or 60 seconds. It might be a 5 or 10 minute extended version of it, where you may use slides, for example, if you're the highlighted speaker at that event. It might be a client proposal, a presentation for a prospective piece of work, or maybe a team briefing where you have to motivate people and really get them all fired up, if you're a line manager or a leader. Or it might even be something like a job interview where you're a job seeker and you're looking to make an impression. Now, all of these situations are situations where you're trying to influence somebody with your story, and let's call it a story. It's a proposition. So Speakeasy is a mechanism to help people to get the right message and to put it across in a way that it has the desired impact. And we do that through a very interesting way whereby we allow up to 4 speakers to present for 5 minutes and essentially test drive their message on a live audience, who is then invited to give feedback on the clarity of their proposition and also their style of delivery. And with style of delivery, we're talking about things like their body language, the way they use their voice, the way they constructed their story, whether they use slides that actually entertained or informed people and engaged them, or whether they switched them off. And also things like their dynamism, their stage position, a little bit of the performance of what they do. And of course, we also look very carefully at things like case studies. Are you using examples and stories to justify your proposition? Now, Speakeasy therefore overcomes a real hurdle for people in terms of doing this or selling their message properly. And that is that we're doing this all the time. We're continually delivering our message in all of its different forms on all of those different occasions. But very rarely do we get a proper viewpoint of what the audience has taken in, of what the perception of our message has been. And the psychologists talk in terms of the difference between encoding and decoding. So in other words, if you have a message to give, you're known as the encoder, and then the recipient of that message is the decoder. And of course they decode it and make sense of it in whatever way they will. But the problem arises when there's a difference between the encoder and the decoder, their perception of what's been delivered and also what's been received. And really, it doesn't matter what you think you've put out. All that matters is what your audience has taken in and how they've made sense of what you've had to say. So without that information, and it's very rare that it comes back to you in the normal course of events, you're essentially working in a vacuum. And it's very, very difficult, therefore, for you to get better at delivering a compelling message that really does work and get the results you're looking for. So Speakeasy is a very safe environment to test drive in front of typically 12 to 20 people, all drawn from different businesses, typically the SME business community. And you get some fantastic feedback on how clear your message was and also how you put it across. We don't seek to pick apart or to assess the idea itself that you have. It's more the clarity and the way you've put it across. Now, to assist with this, I facilitate these meetings. I'm a professional speaker and help people to structure the right script for their story and then deliver it compellingly. But I'm frequently joined by professionals from aspects of speaking and presenting, and they might be an actor or somebody who coaches acting, or a stand-up comedian, or maybe a vocal coach or an NLP instructor. And the insights that come from the audience are extraordinary, often quite surprising, but again, the issue is what the audience has taken in. That's what we really want to get to grips with, so that we're helping people who are seeking to influence others with their message to do so in a more successful way so that they get the result they're after. So in that respect, it really applies to salespeople, it applies to leaders, it applies to job seekers, and I suppose in some respects it applies to any situation where you're trying to influence someone's behaviour. So what I'd love you to do is I'd love you to come along to a Speakeasy session. We run them in currently 7 locations around northwest England, right from the south of Manchester up to Leyland near Preston. And you'd be very welcome to try one of these groups. They all cost the same amount, they're all £20, so we've tried to keep it very affordable as a form of coaching in this most essential skill. So I'd love you to come along, give it a try. If you like it, then you can stay with us, you can join. We have a membership system that's being launched in September 2010, and you'll find out more at my website, which is www.andrewthorpe, and that's Thorpe without an E, .co.uk/speakeasy. So I really look forward to meeting you. Thank you very much.